Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny Lee, and I'm so excited to have you guys here today. I am doing a beautiful Dollar Tree lantern, and I cannot wait to show you guys how to make this. Let's get started. All right, guys, so we are going to start with 7 of these 5x7 Dollar Tree frames. We have some Waverly paint, and really that's it. You can add whatever you like to the middle of it, but that's to come. So we're gonna go ahead and take all of the paper off, and all of the insides of this we're gonna just stack together and sit to the side. Then we're gonna go ahead and start with our Waverly paint in plaster, and we're going to do like a dirty brush all over it. I'm not looking for perfection with this layer because I know it's gonna take 2. And we're going to do some texturing to the paint in the second round of painting, I guess we'll call it. So as you see, I'm just going all the way around. You guys really want to make sure that you're paying attention to getting like all of the details, kind of where the corners are. You know, Dollar Tree picture frames are not like, they're great, you know, they are great, but they're not always put together the best. So there's sometimes a little seam on the ends, and I kind of just push the paint in there to fill it. But you're gonna just go all over it and make sure you get the insides, the outside of it. So make sure just like all around, not the back side, but all over. So that is what they look like after their first coat is done. Now we are on to our second coat, and you can see that there's some lines that are still sticking through where the first coat didn't really do well. And you see, as I take that brush, I'm not painting this time, I'm like pouncing. I'm using the Waverly paint and plaster still, and it is kind of thick. So I just take it, and I want like a textured look. I don't want it to look like it was, you know, flat painted on or brush marks. I really wanted it to have a, I don't know, like a vintage look to it, because we will be distressing it, which is why we had the celery and Waverly, because I told you guys I made that farm box and I'm obsessed with that color now. So if you get sick of seeing me use it, tell me down in the description box. I will, or in the comment sections, and I will totally use something different. Okay, this is what it looks like with the second coat on the right and the first coat on the left. And you can totally see the difference in the texture. So now that we have them all painted, we're taking our Waverly and celery. Oh, I'm so obsessed. And this thing turned out gorgeous. Okay, and as I told y'all, this is a Bargain Bethany recreation. So thank you, Bargain Bethany, for posting this. This is literally like one of her this video was from 4 years ago. And I happened to come across it and I loved it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need one of those in my home, and I knew you would want one too. So here we are. Now we're just gonna dry brush this one, y'all. If anybody knows a good brush to use that doesn't have like the bristles falling out, please let me know, because I am struggling. I'm on the struggle bus with finding a dry brush that, you know, for distressing that I enjoy, because I just haven't found one yet. But anyway, so we're gonna just take that all over. There is no right or wrong way, like none. You just add as little or as much as you want, and if you think you've added too much, just take a little bit of the white plaster and just go back over it. But it's truly the easiest DIY ever. And it just turned out beautiful. I cannot believe the items that you can make with Dollar Tree items. And if you guys enjoy content like that, well, make sure you subscribe, because I love DIYs, I love hauls, I love all things shopping and fun. And if you do too, make sure you stick around, because I have lots more to come. And if you enjoy stuff like this, make sure you like this video, because it really helps me grow in the algorithm. Okay, so here's what it looks like on the left with it distressed, and on the right is just white. All right, we're gonna move into and now you're gonna do that with every one of these. Okay, so I'm not gonna show you how to do it on each one of them, because that would take forever. Y'all, this glass is thin. When I say thin, it's thin. As you see, I just poked my finger, and on the bottom one that I was cleaning, I literally was just holding it at the end, and it cracked right in half. Like, I didn't have it in the middle, I guess, and I was just too far to the back side holding it with my 2 fingers. So please, 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 please be careful if you do this and when you're cleaning them, because it'll shatter. So my bottom one, you'll see how I fixed that, because I don't have glass for it now. Anyway, I go ahead and we're just going to take the paper that came in it and we're going to use the edging of it to make the lines for our, what we'll consider like farm, like crisscross look. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to cut them. You can use scissors, y'all. I don't have a straight hand to save my life. So this Cricut tool comes in handy for me. I love them. You can get them at Walmart. They are super, super inexpensive and they are so worth having, because if you're like me, it's worth it. So I make them into 1-inch strips and then I take them and I cut them in half and make them into 1/4-inch strips. And it was the perfect size. I think they were so cute adding these because I didn't know if I was going to or not. And let me know when you see the finished product. I did not add them to the top. I was trying to just leave it open and it's so pretty like that. But if you think that I should add them to the top to make it matchy, let me know. And I'll add them. But so here we just continue to make them. I make 2 for each side and there are 4 sides to this. All right, so here we're gonna go ahead and we're going to start putting the items back inside. And as you see, I put the white pieces, the white trim that came with it back in. And now we're taking our little pieces and just some glue stick and we're going to make our X. After we put our X on, I do go behind and take the glue stick and just kind of rub it across the ends on all 4 sides. But I'm gonna let you watch how I do this so you got a good idea for when you make it. Like seriously, how easy was that? So now we're gonna go around and we're just gonna push all of the brads down. And I know you can glue, I think Bethany had glued her glass in and I didn't want to do that in case I wanted to change out the border for the holidays. So I just went ahead and pressed them down and they stayed fine just like that. So you don't have to glue them in if you do not want to. So now I'm cleaning the last 3 and we're gonna do the same thing, the same process, but you're gonna see that I do the bottom one a little different. Y'all, this glass is real thin, man. Just please be careful. I cannot stress that enough because I would really feel bad if somebody got hurt by making this because of how thin the glass is, but I think we can all deal with it. So we're gonna go ahead and I decided to go ahead and start with that frame, and I was so bummed because I didn't have glass for it, and I knew that because it was going to be at the bottom looking up. Now Bethany did hers a little different. She actually flipped this and she put her stuff, the lantern, on it like that. But I decided when watching her do hers that it probably would be better leaving it right side up and putting it on it, and it was such a better idea because you didn't have to go back around and paint, which wasn't what was visible. So we go ahead and we just do the same thing all over again. We're gonna push those down and make sure they're nice and tight. Now I don't add anything to those. Remember, those are the top. So I'm so sorry I lost footage here or stopped recording or something happened because I thought I was recording all 4 sides being glued together and I didn't. But the 2 on the outsides, like the one I'm using the gluing right now and the other side, are going to be inside of the outside frames, if that makes sense. So you see me push the outside frames into the middle one. And so I did that on both sides. It's super easy. Again, I'm using the hot glue, the Gorilla Hot Glue, and it literally attaches everything together so easily, and it's so, I just don't have to worry when I use that. Like using cheaper hot glue, it can fall apart. But look at how pretty this is turning out. Oh my gosh, y'all, I was in love with this so much. So now I'm like, how am I going to put this on top of here and it be lined up properly without messing up? So I decided to go ahead and take my little Dollar Tree measuring mat, I'll call it, and so I measured it out, and I needed them at 7 inches across at the bottom. And so using this was like perfect, because I could put the glue and really just, you know, adjust how I needed to while they were on there without it, you know, just without eyeballing it and making it too wide. But you could totally move them inwards if need be. Now, it's not glued on right this moment. You see me kind of messing with it, but look at how pretty this is. Now that you see the tops of them now, what do you think? Do you think I should put the X's on the top? Wait till the end. Wait till the finished product when you see it all together, and then let me know, because I don't know. Once I've seen it together, see that piece sticking out, y'all, make sure when I wanted to show you my mess up, because I'm not perfect, y'all. That little piece, I must not have paid attention when I was pushing in the pieces together and holding them tight. So just make sure, it's not a big deal, but I noticed it, so I wanted to point it out so that if you are making yours, that you pay attention to stuff like that, because I know it can be hard. Okay, so I wasn't digging the bottom. It was visible. You could see that paper like that. I just wasn't feeling it. I needed to figure out some other way to do something. So I grabbed some of my permanent vinyl in beige. I got that from Amazon and a long time ago. Which is why I have so much of it, because I don't really use a lot of that color for some reason, but I think I should. I think I should get back into using a lot of it, because it was such a pretty color. Anyway, so I go around and I just flatten it all out. I use my little tool, my little scraper tool, and I'm just going to push all the air bubbles out so we can make a nice, fresh, clean lines all the way around. And then I kind of just use it to make it like an indentation so I can see where I need to cut. And I go ahead and I cut around it with my scissors, just to kind of get most of it off. And then, as you see, there's like the backing, and I wanted to leave that on so I didn't have big pieces of sticky pieces that would touch other spots and then get stuck, because I'm not real good with transfer vinyl. Like I can do iron-on all day. I can do sublimation all day, but I'm not good with this. Anyway, so I take my little scalpel knife, or I don't know what that thing is called. Y'all know how I am with my words when I'm trying to record. It don't work. Anyway, I go around and I just clean up the edges, because this is going to be in the middle at the bottom, and I really want it to look clean. I don't want it to look all janky. So once we get all of that cut off nice and pretty, I go ahead and I put it in too quick, because I need to put that in first. So I go ahead and I put our white border in, and then I put that piece in, and voila, there it is. How stinking cute. And now it matches, and I don't have to worry about it looking a whole hot mess, because I broke the glass and had to figure it out. But I'm glad I did, because it looks really cute. And you're not going to see it once you add decoration or whatever you would add to the bottom of it. You know, I used some different stuff. You could use raffia, you can use Spanish moss or reindeer moss or whatever you choose, or just leave it empty and fill it with whatever little trinkets or knickknacks. I actually bought, I don't know why I stuck the bunny in there, and I think it was because of Easter, but I actually have one of the Dollar Tree, what's it called? LED candle that flickers. I bought to go in there. I don't know why I didn't use it though. It was late. It was a late night. As y'all know, my baby has been sick, so I literally got done this project right before she woke up complaining about her ears. So that is that. I'm so thankful for the fellow that has edited my video for me, so that I was able to take the time with my baby and do my voiceover this evening for you guys, so that I could still get my video out for you, because it means a lot to me to not let y'all down. All right, so we're going to take some of these Dollar Tree lights, and oh my gosh, they are really pretty. I've not really been buying the Dollar Tree ones. I usually get the ones from Amazon. So, but I wanted it to be an all Dollar Tree product, obviously, except for my paint and the random stuff in the baggie right there that I got. I'm such a hoarder. I got that stuff in a Get Well box from one of my amazing mods when I was sick. Well, I've been sick, but she sent me a beautiful gift, and that was in it, and I saved it, and it came perfect for this. Okay, so I put this in there with the one strand of lights, and I'm like, that's just not bright enough for me. Like, I want this thing glycerin. I want it to just be seen, and y'all, it is. Once you put the second row of lights in, you'll see in just a second. I'm going to show you how I do it, because I don't even use a screwdriver. I bend the pieces out of the back and just twist it backwards. Ain't nobody got time to be trying to look for tiny little screwdrivers to be unscrewing that every time it needs to be changed. So we turn that little plastic piece sideways, and here we go. So I take the second strand and wind up getting it untangled. Y'all, I just cut this off because I was like, that's not going to work. I'm not going to show them how I have to fight with this. But so I get them in, and it looks so much prettier. It is so much brighter. And you guys, I absolutely loved it. Here's the final results. You guys, let me know down in the description or in the comment section what you guys think of this. I'm shocked I made this. How cute is this? Oh my gosh, the color, the little bunny in it. Now remember, that little bunny can be changed out for any holiday decor. That's the best part about this. The sides are open. As you will see right there, they are open, and it's big enough for you to put your hand or push something down in there and pull it out. So I am so very excited to decorate this for all the different seasons and holidays to come. And you guys, what would you do with this? What would you add? What colors would you use? Would you make this? Is this something you would be interested in? And here it looks like in the dark, you guys. I had to show you it. I was obsessed. I could have literally just kept recording this over and over because it was so pretty. It's so pretty. I always say this. I always think it's always my favorite, but this is my favorite. Guys, I'm so thankful you guys are here today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely smash that like button. Subscribe if you enjoy content like this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.